I'm making a roast pan, a roaster, and this one is going to be 175 in length and about 125 in width, and the height is, I did it at 0.6. I'm making it out of how do you call this, toilet paper roll. So I just did this, so now I'm going to be cutting it. I'll be sanding the edges. I think I'll cut 2 of them and I'll glue them to give it more strength, or maybe not, just because I'm gonna use Mod Podge. Don't go crazy now. Okay. This is just cardboard stock that I bought. You know, those huge sheets that you find. I got mine at the dollar store in Montreal, Dollarama. So I'm going to mark the length. So it's going to be 175, which is right here. And I'm going to need 0.55, no, 1.25, I think it is. 1.25, which is right here. Alrighty then, let me see. I think that's going to be good. Like this. Can't. Yeah, it might have to go a little bit, like maybe 1.35. Just a little bit, because I want to keep the length of the pen so it stays at 175, because otherwise it's just going to be a little bit too big. So I'm going to use it like that. Come here, glue. go to the edge. I would put music on because usually I work with music, but I might infringe some laws and my videos get how do you call this, stopped, so I don't want that. Sorry. And it's not all music on YouTube that I like either. The selection is not. I might ask my ex-husband to make me a few jingles. He's a musician. If he wants to. I will pay for it, of course. Nothing is free in life. I'm holding it a little bit just so it sticks and it doesn't bounce back, because the cardboard will tend to bounce. Okay, I'll put it aside. Just making sure it's that glue. I got it at Dollarama, the dollar store at Calvin. Man, it is a fast grab, and it is a fast, because I'm trying to move this and it's already creating a bond. I have to clean. I have to clean this. I'll cut it after. When I'm done, I'll cut it. I'll put it aside. You guys, I went to, how do you call this? To a fast food restaurant, and they gave me that straw. It's a cardboard straw, and I'm telling you, when I saw it, I said to the lady, would you mind giving me one or two more? And she said, well, I don't mind, but I'll give it to you. And I'll give it to you. I thought, you know what, these can be cups, they can be jars, they can be bottles, because they have the right length for it, you know. They're like just a little bit over 0.25. And if I compare them to the other items that I made already, like these bottles, they're exactly the same. Yeah, perfect. So, and these bottles I made with cardboard, the same stock here that I have, rolled it real tight. I used super glue to fix it. And these here, let me show you what they are. The bottleneck, I'm gonna show you what they are. With the super glue, they sent me these nozzles, I think they are, yeah. So I used the nozzles for the bottleneck, and to make this little bump here, I used paper that I wrapped around, labels, label paper. I used label paper to wrap this around. And the stickers, well, the labels for the bottles I found on the internet. I went and looked for ones that were like that high resolution, and that's what I did. And here, just a recap on the candles, I used here, this part here, the candle is Q-tips. These Q-tips, it's plastic. I used this, and I added glue, PVC glue, the regular white one that dries clear, and then I just painted it with a liquefied Mod Podge, and after that with white. And this here I used to make the body, I used air dry clay, and the color is just a regular Sharpie silver. I also have gold for this one, and the how do you call this, the cotton here is just regular it's just a, how do you, it's not a wire, man, the names are in French in my mind, because I speak French, I speak Creole. Okay. Oh, they're just regular wick from another candle, and I unwrapped it, and I used, you know, the smaller part of it. I burnt it, so that's real, that's a little bit burnt, and then I painted it black, so it looks used. These little mugs are also the same cardboard here, bottom handle, and the color is this is acrylic. On top of it, well, first of all, I use Mod Podge. It's one that I created myself, and then when I painted it with the acrylic, then the little indentations, or if you want, no, not indentations, they're like 3D little texture here, they're made out of glue, and that's it. And they even sound, the little plates, I just made them just to try to make plates out of the air dried clay. That's air dried clay, and acrylic again for the color, and clear nail polish on top of it. These here, these are oven the stove, the top of the stoves, you know, where you put your pots. They're the rounds, that's what they are. This one is my first item. I followed someone that was doing this on YouTube. I forgot her name. She has a lot of pretty little things. Again, this is nail polish under here. Cardboard stock. This one, the same cardboard stock. Mod Podge, white. Then this is nail polish to make to create the flower under it. And I added this. I have the same Sharpie. I have it in gold, and that's what I made, the little dots, and then the contours, the edges. And what makes it looks a little bit green is the it's a nail polish, but I think it's a special one, maybe to strengthen the nail. So that's what I have. My cousin closed her salon, and she gave me like a ton of nail polish, and I have to thank her for that, because now they're being put to good use. This jug here I made from a template that one of you guys on Facebook, in the group that I follow, you gave those templates away. Oh, for the life of me, I cannot find them. They were right there. Where are they? They're here. I started cleaning. Okay, I'm trying to here they are. I do a lot of other stuff on the side. Here, if you look at it, so that's what I used one of them. The pattern didn't stay. I would have had to use cardboard for it. But the pattern, I wanted to try it with the pattern, and it was nice. I have to thank you guys for that. I'm trying to find other ideas. For the wine labels, I had found someone who gave some wine labels, these here, but they're not, the resolution is not high enough. So I went on the internet and I found a few ones that I really liked, and I printed them out. So that's what goes. I printed a few more. I might use them. They look vintage enough for that, especially these, the violet ones. I don't know for Roseco, I don't know. I need to find stuff that are that would look like these. I really like them. That would look Victorian enough, because that's the look that I'm looking for my for the house that I build, that I will be building. Okay, so these are the ones that I made already. I made another thing too. So I'm going to be using this. This is nice, and I have two more. I already cut. I have to cut more. I already cut a few mugs, and I'm going to try to make a few pots, not pots, jars. For whatever reason, they would have maybe spices or anything in the kitchen. So I'm going to use that very soon. Very, very soon. Today I'm just making the pen. Let me put that aside so I don't mix everything up. Okay. I made this. This is like a hanging rack to put in the corner in the kitchen, so the pots and pans can be hung there. I'll be making one, but like maybe some tree log, not logs, branches to add on top of the kitchen table. And there maybe I'll add some spices and stuff like that, some herbs that are drying up and everything. And this is a ladder that will go next to, that's the bottom, that will go next to the fireplace. Every day I do a little bit because I don't have the strength to do a lot. Let me put everything back because I tend to work in a mad environment, and I don't like that because everything looks dirty. And oh, and I'm using this to cut some piece of wood because some of the wood that I got are pretty, how do you call this, hard to cut with the X-Acto knife. So I'm using that as well. And I reuse plastic from any type of thing that to put my glue or paint, to make sure that I don't mess up my little cutting board. These I purchased when I was doing my jewelry stuff. I didn't make jewelry. I repainted the jewelry and everything, and I've always been cutting my tables. And see, I even added a new top cover, and look at it, I started again, and I remembered I had this, so I went and dug for it, and I dug it out, and here it is being used again. So okay, I don't know what I'm going to use for the lid. I'm going to first cut the edge of the, man, this looks crooked. It looks crooked. Come on. Get in shape. I'm sanding it just a little bit because when I'm done putting fudge to it, maybe I should add a few drops of super glue. I don't want to use my super glue right now because maybe I should, but I don't want to. I need to order more and it will take time to come. Ay, ay, ay. That's a lot, Victoria. That's a lot. Should I rake? I will. Hey, I'm not done. You started already? Come on. That's fast. It doesn't like the brush. No, it doesn't like it. Well, I see, said the blind man. Let's go with this then. Okay, that's it, Victoria. Enough. trying to make it dry in the right position here. I hope it does. Don't put your fingers in that glue. Are you going to dry? Okay then. You're not. Ta-da! Okay. Go and dry. Okay. Put that aside. So now I am going to need the height of the pot lid should be in total. Let me write it down. These are my notes. So I use recycled paper. Me and my French, I think I'm gonna go and close the super glue first. And that super glue is going fast. Okay. So if I have my pot, this here is 0.6 inches. This here is 0.75 inches. This here is 1.35 inches. That's for the roaster. The lid needs to be, the height should be 0.35 inches. Okay. What is it? 0. That's 25, that's 35. I don't see anything. I am blind as a bat. So this is the height, total height. Therefore, and of course same length, 0.75, and across it's going to be 1.35. Now the handles, I calculated that there should be the width. Okay, if I go with handles that are like this, let me adjust the camera view. So if I go with handles that are like this here should be 0.3, the length. The width, I mean, projection, maybe this here, 0.2, the projection. And the lead handle, these are the handles for the roaster. And the lead handle, it's going to be 0.18 to 0.20, and the width should be 0.3. And this is really like this width here, the inside width, not the little foot of it. 0.35. So I don't know how I'm going to make this. It need, okay, maybe a flat top, because I wanted to do a lid that would be maybe, you know, with a small lip, and then with maybe a rounded top. I don't know. Maybe this like this, or just the regular. Just a regular one with the lid in the middle. Let's see. I don't know. Well, the easier one would be this one, really. I don't know how I would create the top unless I use Mod Podge to create the dome, or I don't know. I would have to think about it. Maybe I'll do it another day. I'll play with it, the idea. I'll play with the idea. I'm going to start with this. So this here, let me calculate something. Let me see here what okay, so the length for this here, so if I'm going to use that, is it going to be enough to create the foot, this here? It needs to sit inside the pot. True. So I'm going to use inside the pot. I have to add another piece of cardboard in there. Yes, still sticky. I have to add a needle to create the lip. I'm going to have to do that to create the lip inside. Okay. So now the so it needs to be 5.8 inches. 5.1, sorry. 5. That's not long enough. I need another garden. Which side is better to cut? This, no. Not long enough. Let me go and cut another piece. Where is it? Where is your yellow? Yellow, yellow. Where is yellow? Okay. Oh, no, not you. Yellow was right next to me. So it needs to be cut. Da, 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 da. Alrighty. Hey. So they said I'm blind. I don't see anything. Even with my glasses. Okay. So cut this here. And then they said I need 5.1. Well, I'll cut it at 5.2 just for the fact that but the height is going to be 0.15. So what's 0.15? See what? That's 25. I need this. I need it in centimeters. So what is 0.12 or 0.15? Yeah. What is 0.15 in centimeters? .381. You're not helping me, are you? You're not. You're all against me. So it's going to be 0.308. Okay, so that's 1 centimeters. Let's go millimeters. Yeah, it's gonna be better, I think. 3.1. 1, 2, 3. So that's 1. I don't see anything. 1, 2, 3. So that okay. Is that right? No. Millimeters. Exact. I'm gonna cut it at here, okay? At 4. Stop bugging me. My hair is everywhere. So I don't see anything. Make sure it's squared. I think I'm gonna remove my glasses. They give me that glare. I don't like it. Okay, off camera. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go in the middle. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. That's all she wrote. Did you just move? Okay, let's cut. So the length of the foot is 5.1, and this here, I thought we said 0.35. Yes, we did. Did we? Didn't we? We said so. Oh my word. I'm so glad I didn't cut it, because if we said this here, it's supposed to be total of 0.35. The strip cannot be 0.15. The strip needs to be 0.35, right? Considering maybe we'll have the lead handle, which is 0.18. Yeah. I'm gonna give it a little bit more millimeters. So it's supposed to be 0.35. So it was supposed to double it. No, I'm going to go like this. So that's exactly 1, 2. And 2. Okay, now we cut. Using the X-Acto knife, I learned that it's best to go over it like a few times than to try and force your way, because you might lose the you might just lose your the ability of going straight, because these knives, they like to do what they want. Okay, now that we are straight, I need to go inside here and this one here, the height was 0.6, so I'm going to make this here I'm going to make it 0.4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 0.4. I'm going to cut just a little bit more, and then I'll cut the, because I want to make sure that the 0.4 is the right call. It's not, those millimeters are enough to break you. Okay, that's the inside. Definitely the 0.4 is too low. It's going to have to be, yeah. And how much is that? And 5.5, 0.55, 0.55. Alrighty then. Very good. Very good indeed. Okay. Now you're playing with me just a little bit. We need to make this fit. I'm going to cut just a little bit. Nice. Yeah. Oh, come on. You have enough in you. I don't want to go and dig. Can I use this? Just a little bit. Oh, that. You see how much you have inside of you? You bug. I'm going to be myself when I film these. I'm not going to try and, you know, be something that I'm not. I speak to myself a lot. I speak to everything that I use. Okay. I think we have enough, don't we? Clean this here. Let's go, Bobby. Ta-da! Wow. Wipe the finger. I'm making sure everything is like pressed down. I'll clean this a little bit too, because here the glue will create imperfection. All right. Wow, it's already looking good. What I'll do is, before I touch the lid, I'm going to pudge it. This will create the round edges inside. I'm not going to touch the lip just yet. Making sure that that camera angle is killing me. I should have a camera in my glasses. So whatever I'm seeing, that's what you're seeing too. I went inside the lip anyways, but I'll make it really light. Okay. It doesn't matter to me if there's like bumps, because I will smooth it out before I apply the second coat. I'm going to let this dry and come back to it later because it's 5:30. I'm hungry. Oh snap, I forgot. Well, that bread is proofing more than intended. Okay, let go. So I'm letting this to dry. Maybe I'll just with pins. I created this so when I have stuff that I need to, there you go, so they don't touch anything else and they don't stick and they don't break apart. Okay guys, I'll be right back. I need to go eat, otherwise where do I stop?